Hi everyone, it's Killshot from 99 Gaming's The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 5, The Big Scary You Countdown. We should call this The Big Scary Flu because I am absolutely, totally, unequivocally under the weather. I'm sure you guys can tell the difference, but I've canceled streams for the last couple days and I just couldn't cancel one more stream. I know we put off the one this morning, the gaming video, the 99 Sports, but I am here and doing the best I can, so hopefully you guys will just bear with me a little bit, and there may be some pauses in between as I'm reading some of your dialogue, but yeah, this is as bad as it gets. But I'm super excited about The Walking Dead, so at least I'm here for that. So I do. Tina's like, as soon as we start, she's like, Kills, you sound like you have a cold. So, but we'll get through it, and hopefully by tomorrow's reaction video, I'll be a little bit better. You should have heard it earlier today, though. I was really, really struggling. But we're going to get into some spoilers. If you are not into spoilers, you don't want to watch this entire episode because we are going to break down some of the stuff that's going to happen. I've actually got some additional spoilers that are later on in the season. I might give you a sneak peek of that sometime later on. But we're going to talk a lot about what's going to go down tonight. So hopefully you guys are prepared to talk about that. I'm good, man. I'm good. So I'm good enough. I don't feel terrible. I just sound terrible. So not melting any butter tonight, that's for sure. Thank you. I appreciate all of you guys. See, this is why I'm here. I'm here because you guys are awesome, and I appreciate all the well wishes. So let's get into a few of the spoilers tonight. And we did talk about. I was able to get the spoiler video up, the complete spoiler, and that was the only video I've done in the last 3 days, I think. So you can tell I've been pretty much not bedridden, but just what are you going to do? It's hard to put this stuff together. The Big Scary You, the first thing we're talking a little bit about is we did the prediction video, I think, on Wednesday as well. And some of the things that you guys had talked about, actually, they're happening. Because I think Kel was one of the ones that was talking about the confession that was going to go down. So here's a little bit of what's going to go down with the Father G scene tonight. We will get a little bit of that Negan flashback. I know we kind of talked back and forth. Was the flashback needed? Is it necessary? And I do think that I'm reading. I'm trying to keep my train of thought, but then my eyes go over to a couple comments, and you guys are funny. I can't read all the comments, but thank you. We know that Father Gabriel is not. Negan's not going to beat him down. I do think he still has a little bit of resentment because of the lie that he told to save Maggie. But they are going to get to a point where it does settle down tonight, and then it is about each confessing to each other. So Father G he doesn't think they're going to make it out alive, so he's going to get the confession from Negan. So he's kind of doing him a favor, and it just shows you where his spirituality is at this point. But ultimately, they're going to go through a little bit of this flashback. I still don't know the Big Scary You, so I'm going to ask all of you right now, once again, just leave your comments right now. What do you think the Big Scary You represents? And I'm going to read a couple of the comments that you guys have. Yeah, I think a lot of people have the flu. Maybe I got it from some of you guys. Thank you, Veronica. Appreciate that. So just a couple seconds. I'm going to read a couple of the comments that you guys have for the Big Scary You. I still think it's where he's teaching. Tommy's saying it's the sanctuary. What do you guys think? Someone said a basketball court. Yeah, I think he's a college coach. That's really... I'm going to go with that until otherwise, but I'm really curious to see what's going to go down with that tonight. All right, a couple of other things that are going to happen tonight. So we do know that we're going back to the Walker Guts, and Father G and Negan are going to get out. But here's the deal. Once they get out, Negan's going to lock him up. And meanwhile, while they're discussing various events, we get this game of Clue, like whodunit. And there's no trust in this group at this point. They're going to be going back and forth. Like, do they suspect Dwight? Do they suspect Eugene? And the group tends to suspect Eugene, whereas Negan does not really suspect Eugene too much. Negan is going to give Eugene the responsibility to get them all out of there, break them out. And hey, here's the thing I would like to say. If this is your first time in one of our streams, type a quick 999 in chat while we're coming up with the next question. So if this is the first time you've attended 999 Gaming, one of our live streams, some Walking Dead chat, just give me a quick 999. Because here's the thing. The people that are attending for the first time, they have no idea. They're going to think I'm just nasally all the time. And I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. The dude who keeps typing the 4 squares with the really, really offensive name, can you guys just block him? One, he should pick a better name. And number 2, it's just he's not really doing anything for this chat. Thank you. 2017, brother. It's time to stop thinking like a fool. Yep, and that's why I think it's because it's the letter U. That's why I think it's got to be university. So, John, I see a couple people here. So once the moderators will just send out a shout out and thank you guys. I appreciate you being here. If you like what's going on, then just subscribe, hang out with us. We do this every week. We do it multiple times per week, so you'll see a reaction video. Normally, just another thing I do want to say to you guys, I'm not doing a reaction video tonight after Talking Dead. I'm actually going to get a little bit more rest, but we will do a reaction video tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So we're going to pick that up tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will get a chance to join in with that, because there's some cool stuff that's going to happen tonight that we're going to have to talk about. And you know what? That we're going to have, I guess, react to, not talk about, because we're going to talk about it right now. And I got to get my thoughts together here. 3 weeks ago, I was telling you guys that there's something going down between Rick and Darryl. I saw it. I saw it in his eyes. I knew it was happening. Some of you told me I was crazy. You said, no, there's no animosity between them. And I said, look, the writers are doing this to us. Look at Rick do that double take. Look at the way when Darryl came in and shot Morales, he said, did you know who that was? Yeah, I knew who that son of a bitch was. It don't matter one little bit. And then Rick's like, okay. And then they get into this battle, right, where you get distracted. And then they do it again. And Darryl kills somebody else, and Rick gives him the double take. Well, tonight is the throwdown. Between Rick and Darryl. It's not going to be like a, huge thing. But Rick is walking, and Darryl's driving away. So this is what I want you to, what do you guys think about the Rick and Darryl fight? Just, I'm gonna leave it vague right there. Give me your general thoughts. I do know that this is the way it's going to go down. Darryl's going to execute the dude that's driving that was driving. They get the explosives. They open it up. It's C4. I guess that's what it is. And I'm talking like I know a lot about explosives. And also the dynamite. And then Darryl basically says, let's just go. Let's go to Sanctuary and just blow all them son bitches to Kingdom Come. And Rick's like, no, we don't want to do that because there's workers still there. And then that's where they have the sparring session. Rick tackles Darryl. They get into it a little bit. And then evidently Darryl, the explosives go up on the Jeep. And Rick's right there. And Darryl pulls him away from it before the Jeep blows up. So Darryl saves him again. But they're still throwing down. So Joanna says the fight's going to be totally hot. And let's see. Rick Fisher says, good. Brother versus brother fight. Well, it is, but I'm just wondering how far they're going to separate. Like, I'm a little scared right now because of Morgan. You've got Morgan going off in one direction, so he's sort of separated with Tara and Jesus, and then you got now Rick and Darryl separating. So the group is already spread thin, and now they're just getting spread more thin. So, Christine, I get the brothers fight, but the fact that they're sort of leaving each other, kind of like that bothers me a little bit. Yeah, and You know, those are the last two you don't want to have to pick. You don't want to have to pick Rick or Darryl. It kind of concerns me a little bit. Also, if you're just joining and you're a little bit late, I am extremely, extremely under the weather. I canceled 2 streams earlier today. I could not cancel this one because it is the countdown show. It is The Walking Dead. So, yes, this is not typical me. It's still me in heart and in spirit. It's just not me in voice. It is. It's definitely a messed up choice. So Aaron says, where do you think Darryl goes? Well, I mean, he's got to go back to Alexandria. I mean, where else is he going to go? He doesn't have the explosives anymore. He's not. He can't ride that. Can't ride that motorcycle into the sanctuary. I agree with that. Rial says, I want a rot dead soon. Yeah. Don't think it's going to happen this episode, though. All right, let me give you something else, and then I'm going to give you a longer-term spoiler that might help you with the scenario a little bit. So I've told you about Negan and Father G. They're going to escape. Also, you know about the fight, of course. That's going to happen tonight. So a little bit more about the sanctuary. So what happens is they cut the power, and it forces some of the people up to the higher level, and then they're rowdy. They want to revolt. Regina kills one of them, and then that's where Simon he's stepping in. He's trying to be the leader, but I don't think there's a lot of confidence in Simon at this point. I know some people said that Simon is he's going to be the next Negan. He's struggling right now just to get everybody's full undivided attention and get everybody to sort of follow his lead. Eugene is not showing any signs of betraying Negan at this point, so I know that's a conversation that's still out there. He still looks like he's Team Negan. And one of the big things is we know Dwight is Team Rick. So Dwight is tried and true. He's there, but he is going to keep his cool tonight. Told you a little bit about the Rick and Darryl standoff. It's going to happen. And here's kind of the exact verbiage. So Rick will tackle Darryl after Darryl grabs the explosives. He starts to leave. Rick grabs a bag of explosives. He's going to throw them in the back of the Jeep, and then they're fighting. Then Darryl realizes the Jeep is about to blow up, and he saves Rick. And this is where it's going to... We don't know where Darryl is going, but I can tell you where Rick is going. All right. Give me a quick 999 if you want to know where Rick is on his way to. This is going to lead you into a little bit of episode number 6 spoiler. So, actually, forget the 999. We've got 100 and something people in here. If you guys can slap the like button just because I'm here. I'm broken down. I got a cold. I'm giving spoilers, and I'm going to give you one additional spoiler for the next week. But let's get 100 people just to slap that like button really quickly, and then I'll move into the next spoiler. And I'll answer a few questions, too. All right, just a couple more minutes. There we go. Now we got everybody waking up. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, we got the likes at a comfortable level. I'm good with that. Okay, here is just a little bit of some future stuff. All right, so apparently Rick has been taking these Polaroids to go back and renegotiate. God, I hate saying this. I don't want to tell you guys this. It's Jadis. It's freaking Jadis. So he's going to take these Polaroids back to her. He's trying to get the scavengers on his team. and he does visit the junkyard. So there's a couple things. Jadis she's a freak. So evidently she's doing a little bit of painting, and she's just wearing like this apron with nothing else on. So she's like half naked painting. And for some reason, she wants to take Rick's clothes, so she takes Rick's clothes and she locks him up. So that's going to be a little bit of what goes down in episode number 6. I'm not going to give you the rest of the spoilers because I don't want to be too far ahead of it. We will talk on Wednesday about the full spoilers, exactly what's going to happen with that episode. But Rick is still trying to recruit. He needs a few more additional people, and I just find that hard to believe that after everything that has happened and how they sold him out and how they had that fight, Michonne is injured, Rosita was shot. I mean, all of those things, that he's going to go back and try to negotiate with them. But that is what's going to happen. Thank you so much, Tracy Browning. She says, "What's up, Kills? Love your channel. Keep it up." Thank you so much. Yeah, some of the questions are suspect, but I guess they have to, they got to keep this thing going. But it does follow the storyline. We saw the picture of the person in the, peeking out the little hole, naked. That's Rick. So you're going to see a little bit of Rick Grimes. And I'm not giving you the full spoiler, but I'll just go based on what you probably saw from the Comic-Con trailer. We saw Michonne and Rosita actually driving toward the junkyard area. And I'm going to assume that they're there, they're going to take down a few people and end up freeing Rick. That's my thought. I do have some longer-term spoilers, but I'm not going to get into those too early because we got to watch a little bit more of the storyline. It's nothing to do with Carl, but it is some pretty serious stuff that is going to go down. Yes, next week. I think next week is where we actually see Michonne and Rosita. Letro Phoenix says, "Do you think Heath will come back before the end of the season?" I've said this multiple times, and I don't have the exact answer on that, Phoenix. But my thought is that Heath will make a small cameo performance, and it'll be his head on a stick. I think that's how they're going to know about the Whisper War. I know last week they foreshadowed it and did say that with Ezekiel. In the comics, it's Ezekiel and Rosita. I think it's going to be Heath and Sherry that are going to be the people that are found. For a couple different reasons. One, I think they'll bring back Heath and give him some closure because he was taken, his glasses were broken. And number two, because I think Dwight needs to be a part of Rick's team 100%, and the only way that everybody can be comfortable with that is to see Sherry actually gone. Nisi says, Heath went up. Yeah. I miss me a little bit of Jadis. I mean, I didn't like her, but I like the storyline, so I'm kind of interested to see that all happen next week. I'm ready for some Oceanside, too. Nina, let me go ahead and address that, too. So, this is actually the ending for tonight. I can't answer that question 100%. I can tell you what is being talked about. So, at the very end of tonight's episode, Father G is very sick, kind of like, when he talks, he probably sounds like I do right now. And the thought process is that he has been bitten, but he's been filming after that, so it's more, they think that maybe he's faking it, that he's sick, and now I don't know why you would fake something like that, because I don't think somebody's going to, unless he wants to be shot, maybe he doesn't want to be a prisoner. So apparently they're going to leave it as a cliffhanger tonight. And Father G's sick. He's been shown praying. He gives his, he'd already kind of told Negan like his deep dark secret about getting his congregation killed. So it looks like they're bringing closure to it. And there's a couple times he could have been bitten that we saw, so we don't really know where he stands with that. But he's kind of sick and he's in cold sweats. So they're going to leave you hanging a week to ask if Father G has been bitten. I don't think so. I think he's good for the season, honestly. Darryl and Rick are standing pointing the gun at the guy who is driving the Jeep. The guy with the beard. No, it's not Jesus. It's, because remember last week, Rick even asked Darryl, he's like, something along the lines, is he dead? So tonight they're going to finish him off. Hit and Run wants to know, do you think Rick will capture Negan or kill Negan? You know, that really is the million-dollar question, right? And we've talked about this from both angles. The cell is there. Capturing Negan would... It would depend on what else happens. If Negan were to kill Carl or Negan were to kill someone else that Rick is close to, I just don't see Rick sparing his life. I do think that would be bad writing, and that's why I don't think that Carl's going to die. I think Rick's going to capture Negan, and I think a few other things are going to have to go down in order to make that happen. All right, we're going to take a couple more questions. We got about 3 more minutes because I want to get you guys all set. Go have some dinner, relax, chill, hang out with your families, get ready for The Walking Dead. This is, we've given the complete spoilers so far. I'm going to go back, just double check, see if there's any small details that I need to let you guys know about. So just as a recap, we did talk about Negan and Father G. We're going to get a little bit of the backstory. We're going to find out about Lucille. Also, Father G is going to tell a little bit of the story. We do know the first couple minutes are Simon has been cooking for Gregory, so we know Gregory's been there telling secrets for some time. They do escape the trailer, that is Negan and Father G. They put the guts on themselves, and then Father G is going to get locked up. We do know that the Saviors cut the power. They're trying to make decisions. The workers have to come up, and then it's basically like we talked about, a game of Clue. Simon, Dwight, Gavin, Regina. Eugene, they're all trying to figure out, well, who's the mole? Simon does try to pull his best Negan, but they're just not responding to him very well. And even Negan said, those people in there might die because I'm not in there. I save lives. And Eugene, still we think he is Team Negan at this point. We keep hoping he betrays him and he's got something up his sleeve. Give him time. It still could happen. Dwight seems to be really, really under the radar. The other lieutenants suspect Eugene. And also the big thing tonight is going to be the Rick and Darryl fight, and then what's going to happen with Father G. So all good stuff. Not going to get, let's see, Hassan says, kills, who will kill Gregory? Please help with this question. Do not have that information yet. It's not going to happen tonight, and it does not, as far as I know, it does not happen next week. Really, Helga? Helga, there's a lot of things you can do in our chat, but you cannot post strawberries. Just can't do it. Okay. What an interesting spam ad. Let's see. Let's get. We got about 1 more minute here. It's funny stuff. We get some characters. And by the way, whoever has not slapped the like button, can you guys just tag that real quick? Lucille, the like button. Let's get this thing over 100 likes. We're stuck on 99. I got 99 problems, and I need this last like just to make my night. How about that? And let me read through a couple questions while I'm waiting on that to happen. Oh, really? Wynette is still mourning Shiva. Thank you, Ebony. Appreciate that. Ebony giving me some well-wishing there. Hey, I've done it all. I've had, what, Sudafed, Advil, hot tea with honey. You name it, I've done it over the last 3 days. And this is as good as it's been. Oh, Rick Morty. See, 2 strawberries I'm okay with, Rick. But she actually posted 4 strawberries for her adult dating site. And I can't have that. Okay, all jokes aside here. Let's see. And hey, thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. I want to be here for all of you guys. Yeah, I did that saline. I did the what's emergency, the 100 milligrams of vitamin C blast. Yeah, that too. It does. It's like when that's like, try some bourbon. That probably knocked me out. That would have knocked me out. It would have made for an interesting stream though, right? If I get like jacked up on bourbon and I start getting on here talking about Walking Dead. Could you imagine if I would have done that last week talking about Shiva? I'd have been like so drunk, all my emotions would have came out. I'd have been like doing shots for Shiva. All right, everybody, a couple quick announcements. We should be back on a fairly normal schedule. We got the holiday coming up this week, so prior to the holiday, tomorrow night we will do a reaction video. Tuesday night, we're still going to do our random things. Wednesday night will be Wednesday Walkers. It's going to be a special Thanksgiving, pre-Thanksgiving edition. We'll not do anything on Thanksgiving. We're just going to kind of hang out, and then I'll get the spoilers up either Friday or Saturday, something along those lines. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate all of you guys being here, and I'm going to wind this down. So hopefully you'll hear a little bit better voice tomorrow night. You guys, just leave a quick 999. I'm going to give you a shout out the best I can, and I'll probably struggle halfway through and have to drink some more hot tea. But you should have. All right, now I'm getting requests for drunken live streams. All right, you know what? Maybe we'll do it at some point. Is that even legal? Can you do that on YouTube? I don't know. They'd probably. YouTube gives me crap for a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to go down that road and just start streaming drunk. Rosie, give me a day or so. That's the other question: is the comic book read? Give me a day or so, because that's going to be like permanent part of YouTube. So I'd like to at least get rid of this cold. So thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Carmen Trance, Tina B, Emmy Desiree Bacon, John Stiff, D Mooney. What's up, man? Joanna Karpowicz, super unfunny. JB Smart, Reaper. What's going on? Rick Morty, Bonnie Thompson, Aaron Villarreal, Sinister Rogue, Hit and Run. What's up, Trev Heath? Comedy, Trevor Grimm, Ebony Hamilton, thank you so much. Thank you, Sheila Beasley. Appreciate you being here. Sporty Athletic as well. John O2C. Wynette Carter, thanks for being here. Grim Reaper, what's going on? Mary Manhard, what's up? Rosie Duarte, thank you so much. I will do my best to feel better. Tobin McLeod, Kenna Nicole, thank you. James Gallegos as well. Diane Estes, thanks for being here. Steph Cuervo Queen Richardson. Kel says smile. Tommy Sweetass Enforcer McCandless, what's going on? Shelton Arthur, good to see you. Gary Landers, thanks for being here, man. Nerd Life, E Beach, what's going on? Valar, Nervous. And if I missed you in shout-outs, I will catch you guys the next time around. I do also want to say we are closing in on 70,000 subs. I think we hit 69,100 and some change. We're going to do a really big event at 70,000. That's where you guys are going to see the t-shirts, the gift cards, a few other things. So once again, I imagine right after Thanksgiving we're going to be very close because we've been picking up subs left and right. If you guys are new subs, thank you so much for being here. Also check out our 999 Facebook page. It is the 999 Walking Dead Army. So a lot of good chat on there as well. Appreciate everything that you guys do, and apologize for a little bit of the cold and the scratchy voice, but I will be well very, very soon, and I'll be back in full force. Might even do a rant video for you guys. I'll get pumped up. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate all of you guys being here. Once this video goes live in the next 10 or 15 minutes, you guys get over there and leave a comment as well. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.